So they will have patience. Don't stress about that. And you can go for it. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Great. Afternoon, boys. My name is Neo Makubedu. I am a specialist senior student advisor at the University of Pretoria. Now I'm going to start off with a presentation. If you gentlemen have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me at the end. We're going to go through the challenges of studying and making it in life. So the first one would be making the right subject choices. It's very important that you have the right subjects for your desired degree program. This will obviously make a smooth transition from high school to varsity. Obtaining high enough scores for a bachelor's pass. Please bear in mind that we only offer degrees at the University of Pretoria. Therefore, you need to make sure you've passed with a bachelor's at the end of grade 11 and 12. Timeless application. Applications are opening on the 1st of May 2021. Now, gentlemen, please make sure that you apply as early as possible. Never wait for the closing date. Being admitted to the University of Pretoria, this obviously comes with meeting the entry requirement, not dropping out when the going gets tough. So we do not encourage that whatsoever, but we've got a very strong support system that is aligned. Preparing for and getting a sustainable job. So that's why we're going to university, so that we can prepare for that job that we will be working hard for. Now, why choose UP? Why choose us? Because of our excellence, diversity, and fun. So you gentlemen are going to have a lot of fun at the university, but it's very important to balance your lifestyle. Therefore, 50% academics, 50% social life. How do we then help you to get or obtain your degree program? We've got the Fly at UP initiative, which will assist you to graduate within the shortest time possible. So Fly at UP stands for the finish line is yours. We've also got the Ready for Work program, which will assist you to get ready for employment after graduation. Now, gentlemen, we will be having corporates coming in on campus. So this is very important for you to engage. And obviously, this will help you in getting internships and starting your career path. Now, Junior Taki, what is that all about? So if you're not part of the club, I would urge you to please be part of our JT club. Junior Taki, we are looking for learners that are in grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you fit this category. You can also be part of our Junior Taki Student Ambassador Society. So this is from first year right up until your final year at UP. You can also become a Junior Taki alumni. So once you have graduated and still want to be part of our club. So what do we do at the Junior Taki Club? We offer career and study guidance, preparation for NBTs. So we will talk about NBTs and which degrees would need you to write NBTs in order for when you are applying. We've got summer school for the grade 11s as well as winter school coming up for the grade 12s. Due to COVID, this may be virtual. Last year it was definitely virtual, but it did help and assist a lot of learners. Special bursaries, so companies do approach the JT Club when bursaries are offered. This is where we'll obviously inform our JT members. Faculty information sessions. If you would want to have a one-on-one with a faculty advisor, this is possible. And we've also got a JT app. So with the JT app, you will know the latest that is happening within the University of Pretoria. So if you have the old app, we would like you to please uninstall it and then download the new web JT app. This will allow you to obviously become a member. So it's as easy as going on our website. Just sign up and go on www.up.ac.za/Junior Taki. And then you become a member. So a lot of students would ask, why UP? I mean, there are 26 traditional universities in South Africa, and this is why you should choose us. UP is in the top 5 of all South African universities. We are ranked within the top 2% of universities worldwide. The School of Engineering in the IBIT faculty is ranked first in South Africa, as well as Africa as a whole. Within the Faculty of Law, we are ranked within the top 100 worldwide. Then if you want to become a chartered accountant, you would know that we are ranked within the top 1 in the SAICA CA qualifying exam, and our pass rate is sitting at 92%. 93 of our students are employed after 6 months of graduation. And then when you do write your examination, you will be within the pass rate, which is 82%. And then when it comes to our academic staff, 67% of UP academic staff hold doctorates. Now that's the highest qualification you will find in South Africa. If you are into sports, you will know that UP excels when it comes to sports. So our own Tatiana Schumacher won a silver medal in the 200-meter backstroke during the 2019 World Champions in Korea. Akani Sibani was the first South African sprinter to win gold in the 100-meter at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games in 2018, which made us the varsity champions for cricket, hockey, as well as athletics. Hybrid learning, what is that all about? So with hybrid learning, UP had already started with this before COVID even hit us. So we already had a blend of face-to-face teaching, which was enriched with online lessons. So therefore, with the traditional lessons, this is where you would obviously have your lectures as well as tutorials. So lectures, this is where they will introduce the topic or the module, and then tutorials, you'll be split up in about 10 to 25 students in that class, where you will be participating and elaborating on what you have learned in your lecture. And then the online sessions would be your block sessions. You will also have access to your study material as well as your PowerPoint presentations and online tests. So this is a blend that will be taking place due to COVID. At the moment, we are sitting on level 3. So when the learners do start varsity from the 15th of March, they will be doing online lessons. Students' life at UP. Tuks Athletics perform on a national as well as international level. We've won the Varsity Cup numerous times. So if you are into sports, I would urge you to become a member of UP. We also do have cultural activities. So you're more than welcome to join our choir, drama, and be part of our visual arts. We've got an outstanding dynamic student structure, so be part of our SRC, and we have our own radio station, which is Tuks FM. Residents at the University of Pretoria. So we have 5 campuses, all based in Pretoria. You will be based in that specific campus according to the faculty that you fall under. So if you will be studying health sciences, you will be staying at the Prince campus. Veterinary sciences will be at the Onderspruit campus. Education will be at Groenkloof. Then the extended programs will be at the Mamelodi campus, and the rest of our faculties are held at the Hatfield campus. So with that being said, when applying grade 12, you will be applying for the online residencies, which will be indicated on the application page. Now, in order for you to be placed, we look at final grade 11 results. It's very important that you actually meet the entry requirements, or rather have a certain average in order for you to be allocated on campus. But I would urge you to please apply for on-campus as well as private accommodation. With the private accommodation, it is based in Hatfield. So therefore, we do have a shuttle service. It will pick you up from where you are staying and take you to your allocated campus. So the faculties that are offered at the University of Pretoria, we offer the Faculty of Law, Theology and Religion, Economic and Management Sciences. So if you want to get into accounting, marketing, this would be your faculty. Natural and Agricultural Science, this is our biggest faculty. It's got 5 segments. the IBIT faculty, which is short for Engineering, Built Environment, and Information Technology. We offer humanities. So under humanities, you will find psychology. You'll also find speech therapy, drama, as well as music. Veterinary sciences. We are the only university in South Africa that offers this faculty. So if you want to become a vet, you will only be able to do it at the University of Pretoria. Health sciences. This is for MBCHB, occupational therapy, or even physiotherapy. We also offer education for our educators. And then the Gordon Institute of Business Science, known as GIBS. This is for the postgraduate programs. So if you have completed a degree under the Economic and Management Science faculty, you're more than welcome to continue with GIBS, who are allocated in Sandton, Johannesburg. So there are 3 steps that we would like you guys to kindly follow. The first one would be you need to start deciding on a career. We need to work hard academically, as that is what will actually reserve your space. And you need to qualify for admission. If you have not yet decided on the career that you want to get into, first step, once again, personal vision. So therefore, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? It's very important to have such, and obviously it will work towards your work ethics. So the first thing that you do when you come back from school, what is it? You put down your bag, you watch Netflix. That will then reflect a bad work ethic. You guys need to start having a structure or a timetable, which is the one that you have at school. So therefore, know from this time till this time, this is what I'm doing. And that will obviously assist you in getting the right marks. Your personality should be linked with the career that you want to get into. Aptitude test, we do offer PACE assessment and career guidance at the University of Pretoria. You can do it through me or any of the advisors that will be allocated, and this will obviously assist you in getting or helping you within the right career path. And then you need to be interested. You need to be interested in the degree that you're going to be studying for the next 3 to 6 years. Very important, though, grade 12's job shadowing. I know due to COVID, you may not be able to go for the job shadowing, but please do your research online as well. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have now started with a degree and it's not exactly what you had anticipated it to be. So it's very important that we do some job shadowing. So why should you excel academically? So the reality of it all is that Tuks receives 43,000 applications on an annual basis, even more, but we can only accommodate 10,000 first-year students. Admission to program is purely dependent on academic achievement. So we'll get learners that are excelling in sports and are now missing the entry requirements by 1 level and so forth. In this instance, the system will not allow you to apply for the degree that you're interested in. So it's very important that you work hard academically. Now, when applying grade 12 from the 1st of May, when applying, you use your final grade 11 result. You will insert the promotion mark, which is usually the average of your grade 11 year. If you are thinking of taking a gap year, this is where you will be able to apply with your final grade 12 results. So we do have incentives for all the hard work that you've put in last year, okay? So when applying before the 1st of July for the non-selection programs, I will speak to you guys a bit later on what non-selection programs are. So if you apply before the 1st of July for the non-selection programs and you've obtained an average of 75% and above, it would be a guaranteed admission. Going back to residence, I did mention to you that in order to be placed on campus, we do look at academic results. So once again, if you place your application before the 1st of July and have obtained an average of 85% with your final grade 11, it will be a guaranteed placement for residency. Grade 12 results, this is automatic. You don't have to apply for this. So if, once again, the lowest average that we'll look at would be 75% for your final grade 12 year, you will then get discounted 6,500 Rand off your first year regarding your fees. And then the highest percentage that we look into would be 90 to 100%, where you'll get discounted 40,000 Rand off your first year. Okay, so we still need to work hard regardless in your grade 12 year. If you are thinking of applying for financial assistance, you may do so with NAFSIS. We do accept the financial scheme. So with that being said, their dates have not been confirmed as yet on when they will be opening for next year, but they do cover tuition, books, and residence. UP also does have bursaries. Please go on our website, which is www.up.ac.za/fees and funding. Now, this would be for your academics as well as your sports bursaries. So we've got two sets of admission requirements for university. Now, gentlemen, please bear in mind that universities do work differently. So therefore, our entry requirement scheme would be definitely different to WITS, UJ, and so forth. So we look at final year qualification. I did mention to you guys that we need a bachelor's pass. So how do you obtain that? You need to pass at least 4 subjects from 50% and above from grade 11 and 12. And then the second set would be based on the faculty that you are interested in. So this is an example of BSc Biochemistry. We do inform you that it's a 3-year degree program, and then that the entry requirements will then, the application rather, will close on the 30th of September. Now, gentlemen, don't wait for the 30th of September. I have informed you that applications are opening on the 1st of May. Now, BSc is a non-selection program. So non-selection means it closes later in the year, which is September. Non-selection programs, we base it on first come, first serve. So therefore, if we are full and we've reached our application target, we have every right to close. So your BSc, psychology, LLB, trust me, by September, they would have been full. So it's very important that you apply as soon as possible. Going back to the entry requirements for the BSc, we look at English as your home language or first additional language. We need mathematics, that is maths core, as well as physical sciences. From your grade 11 results, English, we need a level 5, which is 60%. Mathematics, we need another level 5, which is 60%. Physical sciences, another level 5, 60%. And then the APS score that we need is 32, excluding life orientation. Now, let's say, gentlemen, for English, you get a level 6. Maths, you get a level 4. Physical sciences, you got a level 6. And then your APS equals up to 34. The UP system will not allow you to apply for the BSc Biochemistry purely because you have not met the entry requirement for maths. You got a 4 and not a 5. So it's very important that you go back to your grade 11 report and see that you've met the entry requirements before applying. So how do you work this out? It's as simple as writing your subjects, your percentages, as well as your APS score. If you can look at this candidate for English, they got a level 5, which is 60%. Mathematics, they got a level 7. And then physical sciences, they got a level 6. So this candidate will be able to apply for the BSc as they have met the entry requirements and their APS is 33. So if you are excelling in mathematics, go ahead, okay? Just also bear in mind that universities look at 50% and above for entry requirements if you're taking mathematics. If you are taking maths literacy, you are allowed to apply for 4 of the faculties that are offered at the University of Pretoria. Remember, once again, universities do differ, so please do your research upon this one. So with UP, you may apply for education, humanities, theology, and law if you are taking maths literacy. And 2 degrees under the School of IT will also accept maths literacy, which will be publishing as well as information science. So, touch base on selection and non-selection programs. So, selection programs, gentlemen, close early. They close on the 31st of July. Okay, so we've only got two closing applications for this year. We've got the 31st of July as well as the 30th of September. So the 31st of July, we will note those programs as selection programs. They close early. And then the 30th of September, we call those programs non-selection programs. Now, the difference here is we are giving you about 2 months to apply for the selection programs, okay? Selection programs, we obviously will start with final grade 11 results in order to start our selection process. So it's like going for an interview and going for the selection process. So with that, we start with grade 11 results. You have veterinary sciences that will need the value-added form. So the value-added form is practically all your achievements from high school, okay? So let it be academics, sports, and so forth, and they will also need community service hours. For your MBCHB or health science degree programs, you will need to come through for an interview. And then architecture, information design, you will need to then submit portfolios. So selection programs, it's not a matter of you meet the entry requirements you're in. No. The faculty needs to go through a selection process, and these are the additional selection criteria that they use. You'll note, for example, MBCHB medicine. We only accept 300 first-year students. Hence, we need to go through the selection process. And then your architecture, we take about 100 to 150 students. Hence, we also need the portfolios to be submitted. Okay. And then the non-selection, as I've said, they close later in the year. So what the faculty does here is that they look at final grade 11 results. So that's why it's very important that you apply as early as possible. So look at final grade 11 results. You've met the entry requirements. Chances are you get that conditional acceptance. If you wait and delay to apply, and that's where the faculty starts having a lot of applications, and once they've reached their target, this is where they are able to close and not wait for the closing date. So please apply early, gentlemen. You already have your final grade 11 results. If now you have not met the entry requirements for our degree programs with your final grade 11 results, which I'm starting to get a lot about that rather from candidates. So please look into our extended programs, okay? But they're only valid for the non-selection programs, so the ones that close later in the year, the 30th of September. Not all faculties offer the extended programs. So natural and agricultural sciences, they have extended programs, okay? Economic and management sciences also has an extended program, as well as engineering. So this means an additional year with the University of Pretoria. You'll start off with the extended program. There's a certain percentage, though, that you need to obtain at the end of your extended program in order to get into your first year next year. So please look into these programs if you haven't met the entry requirement with your final grade 11. So national benchmark tests, NBTs. So they are then written online, but they might have, your physical sessions. So you guys will need to go on their website to just find out details about that. They're external tests. They are not set by your school. Okay. So with this one, for the 2022 intake at the University of Pretoria, it is compulsory to write for the Engage program. So the Engage program is the extended program for engineering. If you haven't met the entry requirements, for instance, for engineering, then you may apply for the Engage program, but you also need to write NBTs. It's very important. Humanities, some of the degrees under humanities would need you to write NBTs. So I will be sending the electronic brochure, and this will obviously allow you to identify those degrees under humanities. You will note that health sciences, we do not need you to write NBTs, but this is the University of Pretoria. So please check with the other universities once again. So NBTs, you will write English as well as mathematics. If you're taking maths literacy, please do not register for the maths, otherwise you will get tested on maths core. So only register for the English. So it's a 3-hour paper for each exam, or 3 for each paper, multiple choice. So you start off with English, for example, for 3 hours. They give you an hour break, and then we do mathematics for another 3 hours. You just need to book on their website, which is www.nbt.ac.za. I would urge you to apply with the university of your choice, UP being one of them, obviously, and then register for your NBTs. How do we then apply from the 1st of May? Apply as early as possible. Accept this, and this will also allow you to get placed on residence. Applications are only online, so it's www.up.ac.za/apply. We need a copy of your ID. If you don't have your IDs as yet, please submit your birth certificates. And for our non-South African citizens, you may submit your passports. Final grade 11 results, grade 12s. If you submit your first term grade 12 reports, we will send you an email requesting your grade 11 results. So please do submit the right report, and the application fee is 300 Rand. So just to recap on the closing dates for the selection programs for South Africans and non-South African citizens close on the 31st of July. Closing dates for the non-selection programs, South African citizens, closing date is the 30th of September, and for the non-South African citizens on the 31st of August. Now, when studying with us next year, it's imperative that you have a laptop or some sort of computer at home. This is due to the hybrid learning that has been in place. So with this being said, data would be given as well in order to obviously assist you with your studies. And I believe NAFSA's will also be giving allowances for such services. So when applying, gentlemen, you'll start off with a T number. That's a temporary student number. It allows you to start off with the application process. So there's about 13 to 14 steps, but they go very quick, okay? So once you've completed all those steps, you verify at the end, and then you will then receive your student number. So your student number begins with the U22, representing the year that you'll be joining the University of Pretoria. So once you get that email with U22, then you know that your application is complete. When starting once again the application process, you will then need to create your credentials. So for example, username and password. Please write these down so that you don't forget. The reason for this, you'll still need to go back to your portal once you have applied to check on whether you have been conditionally accepted. So this is by going to my UP login, you enter your username and password, and this is where the faculty will be communicating with you in terms of what's required for portfolios and whether you've been conditionally admitted for the degree that you want to also get into. And these are our famous alumni that have obtained degrees from the University of Pretoria. So soon we will be seeing your pictures there, okay? So gentlemen, I am available on email as well as WhatsApp. If you have any questions, or if you are scared that you haven't met the entry requirements, then please do WhatsApp me and see how we can assist you further. My email address is nao.makubedu@up.ac.za, and my cell phone is 073 424 2770. Now, please contact me during working hours, Monday to Friday, from 8 to 4 p.m., and this is where we'll be able to assist you. If you are also looking for career advice or the basic career assessment, I will be able to do that with you so that we can actually align you towards the right path. Okay, so that is my presentation for this afternoon. I'm not sure if we do have time for questions or if it is possible. If not, you're more than welcome to contact me, and then we can be able to do it accordingly. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Unfortunately, our time is up. The boys do need to go through to class, but we really appreciate your time. And I know you weren't feeling well with COVID and everything that you've gone through. So thank you for being brave and doing that for us. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Okay, good luck, boys, with your application. Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you, man. Cheerio. God bless. Bye.